How's it? Chest, steroids, drugs, absolutely enormous man boobs. That's what I got. Now, doing chest got me thinking, if you could, make money off being like jacked. So if the economy ran on absolute mass monsters, which in my mind it should at least, would that incentivize people to just be jacked? Now, off the back of the head, you'd obviously think, well, of course, Benji, why wouldn't it? And, honestly, I don't see any reason people wouldn't be. And that's the issue, right? That's the issue. People aren't jacked because they don't have an incentive. Now, let's say there was the incentive of money behind it. So let's say you, for a job, had to go to the gym, had to get jacked, and the government, and the economy ran off your immense muscle fibers. So naturally, steroids would have become legalized, allowing people to get jacked faster. It's like getting a car. You want to get places faster so you can save time, make money? Welcome to steroids. That's not a promotion, however. That's just the thought that came off the back of my head. Obviously, then people would become more serious with their splits and all that sort of stuff. Push, pull, bro split. Cardio, calisthenics. What's the other one? The one for losers. Can't quite put my name on it, but the one where they do pull-ups but not correctly. That one. Those weirdos. It's all incentives. And with that in mind, I was thinking, what would my go-to muscle building application be? Now, I'm going to come out and say it. I have built my physique on essentially a bro split. Now, people may say, that's not optimal for muscle growth, and that's not optimal for, being an absolute mass monster. But, I personally, 4 years down the road, have found no issue with it. I've done a bro split twice a day. I've essentially done a week's worth of bro splits times 2 in 1 week. That was the most difficult way I could have said that. For the whole DBAB split, and then previously I was essentially doing a bro split again. I don't see the issues with it. Bro splits are perfect. There's no flaws at all. Your muscles are always feeling good when you go into the next muscle group. It's efficient. You know what you're doing. You're not like, why am I doing back with a chest movement? Or, no, that doesn't make sense. That would never happen. No, it can happen, actually. I swear people do back and chest together. What sort of tomfoolery is that? Do you know how big your back and chest muscles are? Bro split, A100. You do your one thing, and that's it for the day. You wake up, your chest is sore, and you're like, what do you know? I don't have to work out chest again, which is brilliant. Otherwise, I would have been crying tears of creatine, and now I get to do back. Huh? Now, obviously, you'd be taxed upon your enormous quantity of mass, as the government normally does. So, obviously, I reckon there would be a metric system developed purely for measuring muscle mass as well as just general girth, because, it would be a small snag if you're measuring muscle mass and it's just, layers of fat above it, which would mean you're technically wearing fake Gucci. Or implants. We would have to get like x-rays or something. What if people just get implants so they get a higher quantity of money, but they really just made out of silicon? Like, have you seen those people who like do all the crazy implants? Now, gym is definitely a place where obviously people get a bit body dysmorphiaed, and that's not ideal. However, these things I've seen are a bit crazy. The human Ken doll, human Barbie doll, cat lady, all of those. Now, I know I spend my time productively on YouTube, clearly, and surely that's too far. And it's even worse with the muscle implants. Like, it doesn't look natural. What is your plan with that? It's all well and good saying be happy with yourself. Obviously, that can be more difficult, especially when you're in the gym space, because you're always, comparing to other people and wanting to get bigger, more jacked. But at the end of the day, if you can find a level of self-content in yourself, happy days. And that also means you're going to get negative taxes. Did you know if you are content with your muscle gaining capabilities, you actually don't have to pay taxes for a whole year? Don't take that for word, because you're going to get audited and then fined with tax fraud and potentially go to prison. Now, did I have to learn that the hard way? No, because I don't pay taxes because I'm like young. But when I do have to start paying taxes, best believe I'll give it a bash and let you know how it goes. This is also what I'm very interested, but like in a very negative interest way, is right. So we get taxed. Obviously, I understand why you get taxed, and with the same thing would go with your muscle. Like, we need roads, we need new gym equipment. So obviously, like, okay, this is in the world of muscle taxation. So gym equipment would obviously be run by the government, not private entities. So we need new gym equipment. People take our muscles, you know, they develop it into heavy 100 kg dumbbells. So big jack boys like me can press, squeeze the chest and groan very heavily after every rep and sweat on people as they walk past. Now, that was not accurate at all to how I act in the gym, but with this taxation, I understand why they've taxed us, because we need gym equipment. But why have they taxed us so much? And then you go into the brilliant countries around the world that experience a small bit of corruption, and they take your muscles and they don't give you new dumbbells. They just take your muscles and, you know, get themselves new dumbbells, which isn't ideal. But I could see the appeal. If I were to be a dictator of a country, best believe I would be getting dumbbells for myself. And maybe I would get a squat rack for the masses, but like not a really good one, like one off Wish or Amazon. I don't think Amazon would have very good gym equipment. Me though, I would get like 24 karat plated dumbbells, you know, the wobbly machine that supposedly burns fat, but it's just, you know, the silly machine that's all fun and games, and 100 personal trainers who I would never use, but I would just get them to all stand in a line and feast their eyes as I press heavy dumbbells and scream insults at them. That is not, yeah, see, ideally, and in an idealistic world, you'd never have me as a ruler, or in this case, dictator, so you have nothing to worry about. However, what I would make illegal is Wi-Fi not working, because Wi-Fi has stopped working in this country that I live in, which is not ideal, and I suspect it's something to do with fish, frogs, or birds. Don't ask me why, it's just a suspicion I have in my head. But you know, it just means you spend more time lifting heavy circles and making your chest voluptuous. Anyway, I hope that's been, it wouldn't have been insightful. But maybe it is insightful, more so into the mind of a slowly decaying brain. But I hope you've enjoyed, found it entertaining. Thanks for watching. And make sure you get a pump. If you have anything you'd like me to talk about, do make sure to let me know, because, you know, sometimes just saying words that come to my mind can be insightful. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and don't take anything I say for fact, because I'm no doctor, no genius, so scientist. And yeah, see you tomorrow.